Hi there. This afternoon we're going to make a simple tomato bisque soup and a Monte Cristo sandwich. For this one I'm going to use the 12-inch loaf. There's what they look like. Black and catfish got nice crust. It's a pretty gloomy, rainy day here today. Not really a lot going on. Haven't been doing any deer hunting like I really wanted to back here. We've got a survey crew hired, and they've been spending quite a bit of time in the woods and surveying things around, and I just didn't think that was a good idea. And if not, then otherwise it's just been doing nothing but rain. So kind of funny too how you think about some things, but colder months, I think food-wise, I think a lot of New England and European type of foods, just I don't know, that's just where I think about it. Late spring into summer, I think southern foods, and over the summer, if it's not barbecue stuff, it's Southwest. Cajun usually comes in the late winter and early part of spring. Sometimes again I revisit it in the fall. But anyhow, just kind of funny how you do that. And that's where the soup comes from for today. My mom, she grew up coming out of the 1930s, and into the war years, World War II. So she learned. She also grew up on a farm, and it was pretty. Anyhow, they're pretty poor, probably. She learned to get by, but that's where this soup comes from. It was the only way I knew how to make it for quite some time as a kid, and it is a childhood favorite. It was one that my mom taught me how to do, and haven't had in quite some time. Due to its simplicity, it makes a great camping meal also. So we'll get started with it first, and then as it's heated up, ready to go, we'll make our sandwiches. Alright, so I've got a pot of water started for egg noodles. We're going to use, I got a 1 pound bag, and we're just going to use about 8 ounces of it. This is going to feed about 4 people, so wife's usually good for maybe 1.5 servings, and then I wind up taking over everything else. But for right now, I think I want to make me a cider. So let's keep it just seems like one of them kind of days. Excuse me. I am also, if you see it laying around here, working on 2 Coleman stoves, but this one particularly is my newer one, the 424, the one that you see most of the time. I've got it down here. I'm trying to take advantage of the wood stove heat, and got it down here letting the paint dry while I'm down here. So as soon as I'll be a while. As soon as my water is ready to start cooking egg noodles, then we'll start putting all the rest of the stuff together. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, so I better bring my little mitten with me. The water is boiling. To it, I'm going to add maybe not the full 8 ounces that my mom's recipe calls for. I made a turkey soup from the Thanksgiving carcass the other day, and we're having that for leftovers tonight. So soup on soup, just, you know. Anyhow, so I'm gonna. I think that'll be plenty right there. Man, this bag is noisy. Set it right there for the time being. Stir that little guy up for a second. Alright. Next we get, where do I put it? Oh, there it is. A can of just diced tomatoes. This one is the plain diced tomatoes, just tomatoes, because that's, you know, when my mom taught me to do this, crap, it was probably in the 1970s. There wasn't a lot of the seasoned ones that there is today, and wherever I don't really know the history of this dish, so wherever she came up with it or was taught herself, I'm sure it was just canned tomatoes way back then. So that's the way it's always been, and likely probably always will be from my perspective. But we're going to heat that up. With its juice. And we're just going to warm that through. That's that for right this moment. The tomatoes are heated through, so I turned them down a little bit. I'm waiting for the pasta to get done just a little bit more. Just a little shy of al dente. That's okay, I'm going to let that sit for just a second, more in the water. So what we need to do now is put a half a teaspoon of baking soda into the tomatoes and stir that in, dissolve it up a little bit. What that is going to do is help reduce some of the acid with the tomato juice before you add it to the milk. Alright. It's kind of nice and frothy. I am going to, pardon me, stove, don't spill anything on you please. Set that there, hopefully without sliding. And that would be a bad idea. Also, move this over here, which I'm fixing to drain, so I just need this space. Because for our sandwich, I need the griddle. So I'm going to let that heat up, drain the pasta, and then come back. Okay. So So I've got my pasta drained, and I'm going to put it right back in the pot that it came from. And I don't need you anymore. Let's see, put that here for a minute. I need to add some butter. And it's an unspecific amount of butter, so just do that to your taste. I am going to go with starters, 2 tablespoons worth. And I'm going to slice them up kind of small just so they can incorporate and mix down. There's that phone. I'm sorry, I've got to leave my phone on today. Most of the time I forget to turn it off anyhow, but my wife got some family bad news today, so I'm keeping it on just for keep up to date with what's going on. So I'm going to put this right here in the center of the stove. Take advantage of that heat. That's warming up nicely. Need to get some milk. We want to cover the pasta with milk to cover, which really wasn't that much. Okay. And then stir that around a little bit. Add your tomatoes and baking soda. Stir that together, and then we're going to season it with some salt and pepper. And that really is my mom's tomato bisque, and I know it's different from conventional bisque recipes where there's heavy cream and blah 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 blah. But this, came out of a hardship era. It's the way she always made it, so it's the way I always ate it as a kid, and it is not bad. And in this environment, it's super simple, so it's great. So we're gonna let that heat up. And then we'll start making our sandwiches. Okay, so it's starting to come down now. Let's see. I need to scramble up two eggs first. Set that over here for a few minutes. And my wife wants a smaller sandwich. I'm just going to record the making of her sandwich because I've got to bring it into the house for her. And I'll come back after mine is complete. So I've got sourdough bread from the bakery that I'm using. I wanted a firm bread for this. And one side gets Dijon mustard. My wife is not a mustard person, so I'm sure that was already plenty. Slather that here on one side. Really thin for her. The other side gets mayonnaise. Every now and then a little bit of water comes back in from the stove jack, which for the most part has a pretty good seal, but like I said, every now and then just a little dribble comes back, and I'm not expecting it, and it startles me. And I've got some Black Forest ham. And we'll put a nice little layer of that. Swiss cheese. Gonna just break in half here and run it lengthwise down and seam it like that. Put some turkey breast also. I don't know how they managed to wad all this up in there. Okay, we'll put another layer of turkey breast on here. Another layer of cheese. One more layer of ham. One more layer of cheese, and then one more layer of turkey. Man, it's coming down good now. So we're going to take our sandwich, beast that it is, and I'm going to soak it for a second on one side in the egg wash. Flip it. Do the same thing on that one. And I'm just going to put it right here in the middle. Let that cook like you would a French toast for a few minutes. Ooh, oh yeah, look at that. That is nice. Beautiful even. So, let's get this little guy. Let's see. Cut him right down the middle. Yeah. Set that there like that. We are not going to burn our fingers. It is. And we will ladle her out a bowl of soup. So there we go. That is my mom's tomato bisque soup and a Monte Cristo sandwich. Alright, so let's see if I can show you this without spilling it, I hope. Here we go. Monte Cristo sandwich and an easy tomato bisque soup. Whoa! Enamel on enamel, slides everywhere. Let's see how we did with here. A little bit semi-firm cheese in the middle, but nice grill marks on the side. Oh, that's good. I think I'm going to make another. Oh yeah. Better control on this one. Just a wee bit more pepper. There we go. That. Yeah, that's just like a childhood memory right there. So it's really simple. It's good for a day like this though. Gray, gloomy. You know, there's something comforting about it. So, I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. Enduring the rain. Working on the Coleman stove. Having lunch. And we'll see you next time.